I feel like we're at a point in society where we don't know what to do without our phones. We need our phones to tell us what we're doing today or to distract us of what is going on, of our responsibilities, of what we have to do. Even the news, everything is a distraction. The phone is a distraction. Are you able to seriously think about all the things you want to do in your day without your phone? Like, can you seriously think about not just things you need to do? Like, obviously, there's responsibilities, there's chores to do, there's tasks to be done. But I'm saying for yourself, like, have you ever just really thought about, oh, maybe I should go do some arts and crafts, or maybe I should go look for a new regimen for myself. I don't know, like it could be anything that you want to do, like hobbies, interests, anything you can learn, knowledge without your phone. And that's the emphasis I want to put on this video today. I want to try to inform you guys on a method that I've used in my childhood, and it let me feel organized in my day without my phone, because when I was a kid, I didn't use a phone. As a kid, I didn't have a tablet. I had maybe a Nintendo DS or like a PS2. Like you had little video games as a kid, but you didn't have a phone. You weren't glued to a phone in like 2010, okay? You weren't. Maybe when you were 20 years old, but besides the point, when I was a kid and I wanted to do so many different things in my day, like I wanted to play with Barbies, I wanted to play on my trampoline, I wanted to go play outside, I wanted to ride my bike, I wanted to make a tent, I wanted to do different things in the same day. Like I wanted to do so much all at once. What I did with me and my sisters, because my sisters and I we basically created this type of method. We would sit in a circle and I would take like a chalkboard or whiteboard, whatever it is, write down a list of all the ideas what we want to do, anything that we want to play with, anything, just things that we want to do, right? As a kid, you have so many ideas, so much imagination, you can just make up things. So I would list everything we want to do and we would categorize it from most important or the most we want to do, like what you want to do the most. Do you want to go outside and ride your bike the most, or do you want to stay inside and watch a movie? We would categorize what we really want to do and then prioritize what we do want to do. And we would just go in order. Like as soon as we were done playing outside, boom, went inside and go watch the movie. Like we can do both. As a kid, you wanted to do all of it. And that's how I organized my brain as a kid. To think about that to this day, I still feel overwhelmed with my thoughts and ideas that I write down all of my ideas in a journal, in a diary. Like I'm always writing, I'm always expressing myself. I'm talking. Even talking is expressing myself. But I'm saying when you have an overload of ideas, or if you're just trying to figure out what to do, write a list, really brainstorm who you are as a person and what actually interests you. What really sparks your imagination? What sparks your drive to do something? It doesn't have to be a task. It doesn't have to be a chore. Obviously, we all have responsibilities in our adulthood, but we need to be able to put the phone down and figure out what else to do. Whenever we have free time, we go on the phone. We don't figure it out. We don't brainstorm like children. Children sit there and we used to literally like, wow, I want to do that, and that. Like, and you would do it as a kid. You wouldn't let anyone stop you. If anything, you would throw a tantrum as a child because you wanted to do it that bad. Nowadays, as an adult, like our free time is the phone. Our free time is saying we're investing in our future, going on the phone, networking. Like, it's crazy. You should be doing things. You should be having hobbies, creating new experiences for yourself, gaining knowledge, gaining information. I feel like reading a book should just be a hobby of its own. It's bad to say that, but reading a book is less common than being on your phone. So if you want to gain knowledge, don't Google it, go read about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, create a different hobby, create a different routine so that you're not always picking up your phone when you have the free time. Because that's what society is nowadays. Society is just glued to their phone, glued to distractions, and we are further from ourselves than we've ever been before. Like, we are not individualized. Individuality comes from brainstorming what you want and doing what you want without the influence. This is all influence, guys. And the reason I say this is because I feel like I have an influence. And I don't want to influence in the wrong ways. I don't want to influence people to sell their souls or feel bad about themselves. I don't want to influence in a bad way. I want to influence to motivate, inspire, to really influence people to become an individual, because that's what life is about. Life is about dying with a purpose and not just saying you did this great grand thing in the world. No, it's not just about change. It's not changing the world. It's about finding purpose. Like, you know what you love, you know what you are capable of, and you find passion in it. And I feel like that's the meaning of life, truly. And the phone is a distraction from the meaning of your life. Like, come on, you gotta write a list. You don't have to write a list, okay? You don't have to, but at least brainstorm what you would want to do if all the batteries and internet went out right now. What would you do if there was no TV, internet, Wi-Fi, apps? There was nothing, no phones, nothing. And what would you do? What would you do? Most people would seriously have a panic attack because they're so glued to the distractions in life. Like, they can't find the distraction in themselves. And that's why I want to talk about this today, because it's just everywhere. I wanted to talk about it. And being around my family, being around my siblings, my sisters, it has released this inner child in me. And I feel more informed of my adulthood when I think in the past of my childhood. Like, what did I used to do when I was 13? What did I want to do? What that shouldn't really change too much. You don't change too much as a person. You change your drives and your motives. What was my motives and drives as a 13-year-old? It was just to have fun. It was just to have fun, to feel experiences, adrenaline, you wanted to just experience life altogether. And we have misplaced that feeling with synthetic pictures, videos of people that aren't even portraying the real selves. All of this is facade. All of this is fake. So instead of getting caught up on the internet, oh, this person's life is better than mine, or just the whole comparison spiral, put down the phone. Put down the phone. Put it down. I don't watch these videos when I make them for a reason, because when I post it, I might have a little anxiety because now I feel like there's people watching, but I feel purpose in what I'm saying. I feel conviction in what I'm saying. I mean what I say, and no one can really argue it because this is my belief. The first words I said in this video was I believe, or I feel, because this is how I feel. And I believe most people feel this way. I believe we're all experiencing this dilemma, this problem of being distracted, being on your phones, feeling like you have a voice in a phone. Bro, you have a voice in the real world. Go find it. You know what But that's it today. I wanted to just talk about finding your inner child, because your inner child knows what they want. Your inner child knows what you want to do. You today, you don't know what you want. You go on your phone because you don't know what you want. If you find yourself doom scrolling or finding inspiration stuck on an app on your phone, you don't know what you want. You're distracting yourself. You're delaying the inevitable because you're going to have to figure it out, or you'll never figure it out. You're just always going to be distracted, bored, complacent, because you just don't want to go pick up a book or go on a walk or find something new to be excited about. And it doesn't have to be this whole big ordeal. It just has to be something to distract you other than your phone. You know, like when you put down your phone, we should be able to understand what we like and what we don't like, what we want to do, what we don't want to do. You know? And that's it today. I wanted to talk about getting our inner child straight. You know, we need to tap into it more. We need to understand things that truly spark our interest, because the phone isn't it. The mothers were right. It's the phone. Put it down. Put it down. But a little update with my life. I am currently at my mom's house. This is her bathroom. It's pretty nice, if I do say so myself. And yeah, I'm gonna be here for the next 4 days now, and then I'll be moving into my apartment. And it's gonna be a crazy 4 days because, quite honestly, I didn't even know where I was gonna record this video. I was lucky enough to even find some good lighting, and like, you know, it's not too echoey in here, so I hope the sound is good. But yeah, I'll be here for about a week and moving into my apartment, creating a whole setup and everything, so I'm excited. But thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow.